Prashant Kalbag here on my YouTube channel Around the World with Papa Kalbag. This is a really interesting story, and as I said, all my videos have a story. This is my dear old friend Pradeep Varshnei, his son Ishan. Pradeep Varshnei was the pioneer of inner crystal engraving in India. So 20 years back in Baroda, he had started his factory. He had a glass factory anyway, and we were one of his first purchasers of inner engraving crystal work. He was the pioneer, absolutely still the pioneer of brewing. So we will get the story straight from the horse's mouth. Pradeep and Ishan, please tell us the shift from Gujarat, Baroda, dry state to the wettest state in India.
Ishan, I think you will be better to.
I moved from Gujarat.
He moved from New York, and we moved, as I told you, we were into glass and then inner engraving. My wife was into hotels. So one day we just decided we like Goa very much. So we moved here, and my wife wanted to open some hotel or a restaurant over here. So we moved here, and then as we came here, things went 1 + 1 + 1, and we started. My boys were in US. They wanted to open. He was very much into brewing, home brewing. So then he thought that he would take it into a larger scale. And he said, why can't Indians have the beers which they get in US and Europe? Why can't the Indians have the same thing? So then he came back and started this project. And now you can take over.
Ishan, please tell us your story.
So I mean, the whole idea was, to essentially create something that wasn't there, right? The whole industry, if you looked at it before we came about, was all very standard. It's about finding that one perfect recipe of beer which works in masses, and let's just do that. Let's make it cost effective, and let's just put it out there because that's what worked. Our whole goal was very different: to bring in the art form in making beer, right? To give variety, to bring in individuality in beer consumption, right? Giving people options. So we have a range of 8 beers right now, which is probably the only brewery to have 8 ranges of beer bottled and sold in India. And the reason we did that is because consumers have varied taste preferences, varied occasions they want to consume beer in. And when there could be 1,000 varieties of wine, why can't there be 1,000 varieties of beer? So that was the whole concept with which we brought in this project into India and sort of got it started.
Great. I believe this was a United Brewery's old factory where they were producing rum, and you kind of bought the factory and revamped the whole thing. Yeah. The interior is also superbly done by Pradeep's wife, Sarika. She's into interiors also. She ran a beach club also in Goa. So very, very interesting personalities all across. And very important is that how do you decide that, okay, so it was easier for you to just take over UB Group, all the licenses you got, and...
No, everything was from scratch. We had to restart everything because this factory was abandoned for the last 40 years.
Okay.
So it was basically, it just by chance was another distillery in the past, but there was no added advantage. Everything was done from scratch. The buildings were made from scratch. So we retained one structure, which is the front structure, but everything at the back here is all brand new.
Great.
Yeah.
So these are the brands. Vijay, would you like to focus on them? This is the beer brands, and it goes by the name of Maka, and the ice sugars, that's the iced tea, goes by the brand name of borecha. So they are supplying all this to PVR and to Top. Which are the Pradeep और कौन से आपका Ishan?
Like Haldiram's 24/7s,
Wow.
TRS, which is all the relay stores across the airports, TFS, which
What is TRS?
TRS is the relay stores that exist across all the airports in India.
Okay.
TFS is all the food courts across all the airports in India, which is like your Cafecinos and your Italy.com and all of those places. Then we're available now in US, we're launching in Canada soon, we're launching in Dubai soon. So across the
Fabulous.
globe.
So my question, Pradeep bhai, please come. So my question is from a so-called hectic Gujarati background. Of course, Gujarat, I know you're North Indian, but settled in Gujarat for many years. We have this notion कि laid back है Goa, थोड़ा आराम करो, siesta time है, फेरी पियो, beer पियो. So how was the transition from Gujarat to Goa?
To tell you the fact, Goa is the place which offers everything. You can, if you have work over here, you can have a very good work life, and plus, it is linked with the social life also. So, it's very well balanced. So, it's and very clean air and green, and I would say life is much better here compared to a hustle and bustle in town like Baroda and all. It is definitely behind in industries, Goa, but now I think they're moving ahead slowly. So it's good. In a way, I find it very nice.
Just a little small snippet is that your other brother also has returned from United States. From which university did he pass on?
Culinary Institute of Americas. Yeah.
Great. So both of them are United States return and taking India really forward, and we're very positive on these youngsters taking India forward, irrespective of the political ideology that comes across anywhere in India. So I'd like to end by saying cheers to Maka and borecha, and we have promised cold beer right now. Thank you.